show. We are streaming live on multiple platforms at the moment. We're talking about Instagram. We're talking about YouTube. We're talking about Facebook. We're talking about Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Live in the rent. And today, we got an amazing guest on the show. I don't know if anyone's ever called him this, but I'm going to just call him this and maybe it'll stick. Who knows? I'm going to call him Mr. Sauce Bundle himself. He helps speakers monetize and automate their journey, right? So he could take you, that's right, you right now, sitting on the couch that has ideas and aspirations of doing things, but just maybe you got some anxiety. Maybe you're your biggest critic. He can help you, that's right, you get off the couch and get in front of 10, 100, thousands of people to get your message out, the one that you're sleeping on, the one that's going to help you make multiple thousands of dollars and change your life. Mr. William Winfield, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, man. It's good to be here. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Kind of jealous, though. You in that Cali heat, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, listen. I'm going to be very honest with you. I would be jealous, too. You know what I'm saying? I would be 100% jealous, too. Because, listen, my left shoulder is very hot right now. You know what I'm saying? Very hot. And you, my friend, you got on the jacket. Now, listen, the jacket could be brand. It could be because you on brand, and maybe you got the AC rolling. But I'm talking about you ain't gotta wear a jacket, bro. You don't gotta wear a jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, listen, it's cold up here, man. So I'm trying to stay cool and brand. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I feel you. I understand. So, okay. So why don't we just get into a little bit of not necessarily your story. We could touch on that a little bit, but how could you help the couch version of me that has a message? However, I got some anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I have a little bit of timidness. I'm an introvert, let's just say. And speaking sounds like it would be a great idea for me, but right. I'm just unable to take myself from the couch to get in front of people, get in front of different audiences, and share my story. How could you help someone like me?
Yeah, I love it, man. So I think the first thing that I would ask you, or anybody that's pretty similar in this case, I'd ask you, man, like really, like what do you want out of life? That's the first thing I'm gonna ask you, right? Because can't nobody make you do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. And if you tell me like, man, like I'm kind of timid with my voice, like I'm not really big on speaking in front of people like that. And you have to understand, like you're not speaking in front of people, you're speaking to the old you. That's the biggest thing that you have to understand. You know what I'm saying? And so when you understand that I'm speaking to the old me, that makes me want to get off the couch because I don't want nobody to have to deal with that depression that I had to deal with, or suicidal thoughts that I had to deal with, or feeling like I'm not good enough, or because I come from special education that I'll never amount to nothing. Nah, like you have to understand that any platform that you touch, I don't care if it's TEDx, I don't care if it's corporate, I don't care if it's in front of a live masterclass, whatever it may be, that you got to understand that your words have value, and you got to believe that. If you don't believe that, then nobody else is going to believe in what you're saying. So,
got you. So, I think that's a great idea for sure, and I can see how, if you look at it like the current version of you that's growing, that's very intentional, right? That's learning, that's evolving, is speaking to the younger version of you. That is definitely, I would agree, that's a great way to position it, as far as being a little bit easier to get me off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you talk about speaking in general, I think that it's interesting when you think about some people that make a lot of money. They do it with their voice box. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about like comedians, singers, artists. You know what I'm saying? Speakers, obviously. It's really interesting that your voice paired with a message, you know what I mean? They used to always tell you to start speaking in class. You know what I'm saying? But that same position of you speaking out loud is what can really truly pay you and really take you to the next level. So how have you been able to put yourself in a position as far as getting paid to speak, and what was some of your first speaking gigs?
Yeah, I love it, man. So my first. Now we talking unpaid or paid? Which one you want?
I want to hear the speaking in front of like 4 people in a trash can just to get my reps in. Like I want to hear those stories real quick.
Yeah. Man, you know what's crazy, fam, man? I know for me, man, my first speech, man, was really at a homeless shelter with one person. I talked that one homeless person out of committing suicide. And from there, bro, I was like, yo, my words got power. So if I can empower this homeless person to not try to take his life, I like bet. So literally, man, like 2 weeks later, somebody proposed me another job, you know what I'm saying, to work at a drug rehab. So I was like, cool, you know what I'm saying? My mom's a recovering drug addict. I said, I think it'd be great for me to go there and just really add value to the best that I can, right? And so I remember that was my first keynote. So when everybody asked me, like, what was my first keynote? It was in front of 45 grown men at a drug rehab, fam.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I opened up that door. That door had that creak to it, all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in, everybody, all eyes on me, like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? They looking at me, bro. I'm like, man, like, yo, like, and mind you, at this time, fam, I'm 25, bro. I'm 25, and I got to speak life into 35-year-olds, 45-year-olds, 55-year-olds, 65-year-olds, some 70. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, what am I going to tell? My palms was sweaty, bro. The back of my shirt, you could see all the spots that was just sweaty because I was super.
Were you sweaty because you were nervous?
Oh, yeah, bro. Bro,
okay.
What? Bro, this is my first time. This is my largest audience, 45 people, 45 grown people like that, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
And how old were you at the time?
I was 25.
Okay, so you're 25, speaking to like late 30, 40-year-olds?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was scared for my life.
Well, yo, think about this. How old are you now?
I'm 32.
So think about if you were one of those individuals back then with the way that you think right now. If a 25-year-old came in your presence and started to share some information, that wouldn't seem weird. You know what I'm saying? But when you're young, you just assume, hey, these dudes is older than me. They're at this position. Because I even think back to when I used to hoop. I remember going to the park, being like teenager, early 20s. And I'm like, oh, yeah, the old heads is there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just have this preconceived notion of like somebody older. And then as you get that age, you realize I was still young. You know what I'm saying? So as a younger you, speaking of late 30, 40-year-olds in that type of environment, tell me one impact thing that you know that they received, and let me know one impact that you received from that experience.
Yeah, man. I would say, fam, I think it was the fact that, and it was really the topic. It was eagles do not trust the opinions of pigeons. Stop worrying about the opinions of other people, and you'll be successful in everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? And I think the thing that I took away with is that, credentials don't matter. Will does. You know what I'm saying? Because out of everybody in that facility, fam, bro, I didn't have everybody who got a degree, because you can't teach passion. You can't teach will. You know what I'm saying? It's either you have it or you don't. And so for me, bro, I was just like, yeah, like that's what I realized. Like, yo, it's not about credentials, it's about your will. Yeah.
So that's like a double entendre, because your name is Will. Hey, Will got Will.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So what about the first paid opportunity? You know what I'm saying? The first paid opportunity. So okay. So give me, this is what I want to hear about. I want to hear about the first paid opportunity.
Okay.
What that number was looking like, if it was $1 or something, you know what I'm saying? And then I want to know about the largest paid opportunity to date thus far. And then let's just talk about that difference of maybe mindset of when you first got paid, and then the highest you so far.
I love it. So my first actual paid gig was a commencement speech.
Okay.
School, and the principal loved what I was doing. So he's like, yo, man, you gonna come up? Bro, I spoke for 7 minutes. Yo, they cashed your boy out $250, bro. I was like, let's go. I said, there's hope. There's hope for me, man. And so when they told me that, man, they're like, yeah, we're gonna pay you $250 to get up here and just do a 7-minute commencement speech. I was like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? My biggest gig to date, man, I would definitely say 20,000, 20,000 to 20,000. Yeah. Yep. And that was pretty much just me implementing a program within.
Wait, hold on. Wait 1 second.
Yeah.
20,000. Now, was this a bundle? Was this a program? Was this one speaking opportunity? Let's get a little understanding of how this 20K happened.
Yeah. So the 20,000 pretty much came from just me opening up a keynote presentation and doing a couple breakout sessions and go back home.
How much
So
time? How much time was that?
probably like about maybe 4 hours because I over delivered.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I could have been out at
Okay.
2. You know what I'm saying? I'm already
Yep.
here. Let's vibe out. So yeah, definitely.
So basically, what you're saying is you could have got paid 10,000 an hour, but you were cool with getting paid 5,000 an hour for that opportunity. So what was the two more questions with this one?
Yeah.
What was the mindset of you getting that first 250 to you getting that 20K? What changed within you to command that money? And then the second question is, what was the time gap between the 250 to the 20K?
Yeah, so I would say, man, for the time gap, I know for sure was about, I want to say 6 years. 6 years. And then the mindset I had within that, fam, was more so like, I just have to ask more. And I got to know that what I'm doing, what I bring to the table is just adding value because nobody does what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely really care about the work that I do. I just don't do it to get paid. I do it to make an impact. And so I know what I bring. I know what my company brings to the table. And so for me, it was just like, Will, like, you got people out here who are charging, 30,000, 40,000, but they're not delivering, and they're not adding no value. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, you know what? I'm just gonna start throwing that number out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the quality that demanded, and that's what just happened from there, fam.
So, as far as your speaking business, what are the consistent clients that you feel have been able to book you? Right? Are we talking about schools, organizations? Are we talking about nonprofit type of vibes? Are you putting your own things together? What category is consistently giving the bag? And then what category would you recommend someone starting their speaking journey if he's like, yo, this category would be more of a direct, path to getting paid? What would you say?
Yeah, for me, definitely Title I schools.
Okay. What is a Title I school?
Yeah, Title I schools are pretty much low budget schools. You know what I'm saying? Low and reduced lunches. Pretty much students who don't have the funds or the means and things of that nature. So they have a lot of federal grants that they get for the public schools, and pretty much they just allocate these funds for social emotional learning. They allocate the funds for bullying, mental health, and so definitely Title I schools is my biggest market. And what I would say is if anybody is looking to start, to be honest with you, man, I would probably start with middle schools, all day middle schools. And I would specifically start at the Title I level, public schools. And then I would go into the charter schools and then the Catholic schools, private schools, and just navigate through that way. Big markets right there for sure. But I wouldn't suggest anybody try to jump into the college market right away or corporate right away, especially if you ain't got no social.
Yeah, got you. So you're saying Title I middle schools, public, charter, private, they got the bag, position that category rather.
Yeah.
It'd be a good place to start, get paid, get some reps in, and then also get to the bag, presumably quickly, right? Listen, if y'all got any questions on live right now, drop your questions in the chat. We're on live with William Winfield talking about you getting paid to speak, right? You getting your first bag from off the couch to your first speaking opportunity that's gonna pay you. So if you got any questions, just drop them in the chat. All right, so right now, would you say, let's stay where we're at. Title I school, middle school, boom. Do I need, or would you suggest that I have a product that I bring with me? And if so, what would that product be? If you suggest that I bring a product, give me an example. If you feel like you should also have a product.
I think every speaker should have multiple products. Okay. It's no different from having a coaching program. You should have different products, right? I believe that in the speaking space, you should have a curriculum. You should have a mini course. You should have a book. You should have some PDF documents. You should have some newsletters. Like there's a lot of different things that you can add, which in the coaching business, we call it as an
Mm,
upsell. You know what I'm saying? So I always suggest speakers present what your actual speaking honorarium is, and then also let them know a lot of our clients also grab our mini course on mental health, or they grab our mini course on anti-bullying, or they grab our
mm.
curriculum, right? Our student success curriculum or our mental health curriculum, right? And so I would say this, fam, the curriculum is a great tool to have because that's what takes you from a speaker to a consultant.
Okay.
You feel, and that's what takes you from a speaker to a consultant, right? And when you're a consultant, of course, you get more income, obviously, because it's just more. So you're coming in there, you're looking at, okay, these are the gaps that you guys are having. I can fill these
Got
gaps,
you.
right? So they come to me and they tell me, fam, they're like, yo, we're having a lot of bullying in our school. Okay, got it. Behavioral issues. Okay, so we're going to create a curriculum directly around behavioral issues. And I'm going to be able to take your team and show them how to implement these unit plans, these lesson plans, and this curriculum so that way we can decrease these behavioral issues and increase the culture and the climate of the school. So now they like, oh yeah, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? And so now just think about it this way, fam. I go in there and I speak for 10,000 after I'm done and we pitch the curriculum and they like, yeah, let's get it. Curriculum, you can charge anywhere between 30 to 100K.
Okay, wait.
Easy.
Hold up. Listen. I gotta ask this question because I don't know if y'all asking this question. So I gotta ask for y'all. So
Yeah.
on the front end, we can get
Mhm.
paid plus minus 10K. On the
Mhm.
back end, with a curriculum
Yeah.
that you can establish based around the school's needs,
Yeah.
right? You can
Yep.
upsell them that,
Yep.
and then you can make an additional 30 to 100K plus minus on the back end.
Absolutely.
And I heard this before, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but can you lease that curriculum to the schools so now they can have it for like let's say 2 years, 3 years type of vibe, and they got to re up or something?
Yeah, you can license it out, and you can license the course out to compensate with the curriculum.
Wow.
So now you get paid for the curriculum, you get paid for the course. So I mean, technically, now you're looking at it easily, $130,000 if you license it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that you can do, man, with these different types of weapons and products, man.
So how did you find yourself in this space? What was attractive to it for yourself?
Yeah, man. I think what was attractive is that I seen so many students who were super talented, but they were around the wrong people. And I don't want them to lose the opportunities that I lost. Football scholarship, bad grades, letting my mom down. So I was like, yo, if I can come in and fill that gap, fam, I'm gonna do that. And that's what really motivates me to do the work that I do. And of course, when you over deliver, you just become overcompensated. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You're continuously adding that value. And what I tell people, man, like, and I know you big on this because you heavy in investing in yourself, fam. Like it took me 5+ years, bro, without getting paid a dime to do the work that I do.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so once you start having those reps and everything, it changes the game. So that's what fueled me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want none of these kids make the mistake, whether at the college level, the high school level, the middle school level. So yeah.
Well, that's how you know at that point it's really it's purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're not chasing the money, because if you were chasing the money, you would have been stopped because you said the first, I guess that first 250 didn't come for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So okay, so let me flip this on you. The younger version of you watching this right now.
Yeah.
All right, knowing what you know in the space that you're
Yeah.
in, if
So,
you had to fast track, let's say to that first 10K, let's make it something that's realistic and tangible.
yeah.
How would you fast track the younger version of you to get to 10K?
Well, the obvious way, right, fam, is go get you somebody who's already mastered and learned from it.
Okay.
Sit in, right? I didn't have that. That's why it took me so long. I kept trying to figure it out
Gotcha.
myself. YouTube University, Google University, right? But I'm gonna find somebody who's a beast at doing it, and I'm gonna mirror what they're doing and just implement it. After that, of course, once you got the information, there's other things that you can do. For an example, I would hire me a videographer, and I'm gonna knock out 30 pieces of content around, let's just say, mental health, and I'm gonna make sure I post that and disperse that on TikTok. I'm gonna disperse that on YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts. I'm gonna use hashtag that's relatable, obviously, to my actual niche. So I would do that so I can get that content out there. And another thing I would do, I would have a videographer, and I reach out to my alma mater, middle school, high school, elementary school, college, and I'll go speak for free, get that content. And now I have 4 different avenues that I can use. So now when somebody asks me, do you have social proof or content of you speaking in front of
Yeah.
somebody? Yes, I do. So now I'll take that content and use that content as well. And then I'll start going where they're at.
Good.
So for an example, they have APCA, it's activities campus type joints for the college market, right? So I'll pay to play, flat out. I'll pay, $1,200. I'll pay $1,500. Give me a vendor booth, set up all my material in there, and then I'll hit the stage and I'll speak in front of 500 decision makers who are looking to bring in
Yeah.
speakers. Like, they have the money. That's why they're specifically there. They're looking for jugglers. They're looking for singers. They're looking for comedians. They're looking for speakers. They're looking for podcasters. Like what's up? Like, we're looking for talent,
Yeah.
right? If you believe in yourself and you know that you're gonna murder it, then obviously it's not gonna be a waste of money. So I would do that, and then I would also look at principal associations within my actual state,
Mm.
And go to those principal association, pay to play again. I'll pay them $150, get a vendor table, look at what they're doing, what's their needs, and then from there, bro, I'm gonna start cold calling. I ain't even gonna email. I'm gonna cold call and put the data in my database in my CRM and just follow up with these individuals, calling high school principals, calling student activity coordinators, calling culture organization directors, guidance counselors. Like, I'm calling everybody about to get this work, right? Calling them, put them all in the database, follow up, and you'll be surprised how many hits you'll get. And what I tell people is that you really don't ever have to speak for free if you know how to pitch yourself and you know exactly what you're doing, which is why the content is so important. Because when they ask you for this stuff, you can just hand that over to them. Like, okay, well, you got some skin in the game, so yeah, we would love to bring you in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do right there, man. If I was starting back over again, that's what I would do right there. That blueprint.
So you basically just put together like a quick little ebook type of vibe or a video book with that last couple of minutes of like step by step. Not only if you were speaking to the younger version of you, but someone that's watching right now could take those steps. And I'm creating my own word right here. They can actionize it. You know what I'm saying? They can put it into practice. They can actually do step 1, step 2, step 3, literally how you laid it out to get at least one speaking gig, possibly before the year's up, right? We got another 3 weeks. So if they a little bit aggressive with the movements and the calls and the emails and the reaching out and the creating of the content, they can do these things and they can put themselves in a position to if not get booked, create some momentum so will get booked by, let's say, January. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's dope, bro. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about what are some of the things that speakers tend to maybe overlook, or they leave an open opportunity for. I give you an example, like you go and speak and then you just leave. Like what are some things that they should do to close that loop or get themselves an opportunity to fully maximize on the speaking, right? So let's talk about that.
I love it, fam. So I think the number one thing is whenever you're speaking, make sure that you have a specific thumbnail. It ain't no different from a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a thumbnail, build that curiosity. People want to know exactly what are you talking about, what are you bringing to the table. And so every gig I go to, bro, on that PowerPoint presentation, bro, I'm gonna have a picture of me, my social media outlets, and a way that they can book me, and a QR code. You know what I'm saying? Hey, have a free gift on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to do that. Because what that does now is when I'm speaking, they already got my social media. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to tag me. See what I'm saying? Once they tag me, I'm taking all of that and I'm having my team put that in a Google Drive and I'm sending that back to the principal after the year. Look at the impact that we made with your campus, with your staff, whatever, right? And then the next thing that I will say is after the gig, don't leave. Like, for real, add value, right? So for an example, I'll literally talk with one of the principals. I'm like, hey, this was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I love the work that you're doing. I would love to continue doing work with you. I have a quick question. I'm number one. Do you mind giving me a video testimonial? Right? They're gonna be like, absolutely, right? And then the second, they're gonna say, hey, do you mind, doing an introduction text or an introduction email? Now, the reason why I say introduction is because it's more easier for a friend to respond to a friend than a friend to respond to a stranger. And so, what I mean by that is that if I'm emailing the decision maker who brought me in, their friend, they're like, I don't even know who this dude is. Even if I use that name, they're like, I don't know who this is. But now, if Mr. Rogers says, yo, William is legit, he came to our school, he came to our campus, he murdered it, I think he'll be perfect for your school. Well, Aaron gonna be like, yeah, heck yeah, let's ride. You know what I'm saying? And now you booked another speaking engagement just off of that. You know what I'm saying? And then literally, man, before I even leave the facility, bro, I'm holding up my phone and I'm doing a quick video testimony before I even leave. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, Mr. Roger? I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. And I see the work that you're doing in your school, and it's just changing the impact and changing so many students' lives. Listen, I want to send you something, dinner on me and my team today. Let us know what you like, and we'll send that gift card over electronically for you. Thank you again, and I look forward to working with you again.
Yeah, that's fire. Yep.
Put on YouTube, unlist it, send it to them, and then after that, bro, we're gonna sweeten it up. So now I'm gonna send a whole thing of edible arrangements, whole office, everybody eating now. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody grubbing, everybody eating, and then from there, bro, the next day I'm gonna send what? I'm gonna send a picture that I took with him, right? I'm gonna put it in a frame, and I'm gonna have a handwritten note. Ain't gonna be no type note. It's gonna be a handwritten note, so they know it's exactly from me. They're gonna see my chicken scratch and all of that. They're gonna be like, okay, cool. So now with the edible arrangement, what that does, everybody like, yo, who sent this? Oh, that was Will, who just here a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? Then a couple days after that, you're gonna get the picture. Now, anywhere he goes to his office, he's gonna put that picture in his office because he's never gonna forget me. You see what I'm saying? And that's a couple things that I would say to a speaker.
Yo,
right
bro,
now,
you got the ebook on this, right? Real quick, Hassan? Bro,
yeah.
let's give me the link, bro. Give me the link real quick. Text me the link. Let me drop the link in the chat so people could take advantage of grabbing this book to not only support you but get this information, right? And then I'm gonna grab one too because I rock with you and I definitely want to support because I'm showing y'all in real time that I'm saying support doesn't just come with a like and a share. Like that's definitely dope. You should do that, but you also have to put some money behind the support because money's energy is transferable. You know what I'm saying? That's how momentum works, right? So while Will's doing that, let me just break down in a quick little recap what my guy said, right? So don't just go on his show and do nothing. Just leave. They do the same thing on podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing. What I want you to do, based on what Will's saying, you want to do a couple of these things. And if I miss anything, he's going to add it in, right? You want to build that relationship in real time with the decision maker after you done after you done lit it up, right? Get a testimonial video, right? Have that testimonial video from the decision maker. Now you got some ammo in the tank. Ask the decision maker, right, for introduction to someone else that is also a decision maker, so you can get a quick little alley-oop to speak at another place easily because it's coming from the decision maker, right? Yeah. Create a video. Thank you for the decision maker. Tag them in that. Share that on the social platforms, right? You can unlist that so you can share that and do your thing. Put together a thank you note with the picture that you take with the decision maker. Mail that out, snail mail. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can send it digital as well, but you can definitely mail it out because tangible assets definitely make an impression. You also want to put together a nice edible arrangements for that department or that decision maker, and then send that through. Did I miss anything?
Nah, bro. Hey, man, let's go. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? So look, and what we're gonna do, because I want to make sure y'all take advantage of what he said. And let me ask you a quick question. Is this information in this bundle?
Yeah, bro. This bundle right here, bro.
So you telling me that the information is in this bundle?
It's in the bundle, bro. It's lethal, bro. Right. Like I give all the email templates, bro. Sales script.
Right, so look, what we're gonna do is, so I'm gonna give you guys this link, right? I'm gonna grab one too to support because I'm gonna show y'all, like I said, you know what I'm saying? This like supporting, like sharing it, liking it, all that is dope. Commenting is dope. but you also have to make sure that you're supporting in real time. So I'm going to drop the link right here. And if you guys like what Will has been sharing, you already know what to do. Click that link, grab this. I mean, he just basically gave you a cheat sheet, bro. Grab the secrets.
Yeah.
Put the secrets into action and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like just go crazy. The link's right there. Make sure you grab it. Endofthesauce.com. He gave you a cheat sheet, quick path to get your first speaking opportunities with middle school level 1 title schools. He gave you a breakdown of how to maximize the actual appearance, right? Because most people they may just be rushing off, right? But he gave you a little checklist. Hey, do these 4 or 5 things before you bounce. You know, just as a marketer, what I would even do to throw some extra sauce in there. You know, I will get a picture with the kids. You know what I'm saying, or get a picture with whoever you're speaking with. You know, whoever the audience is. I would make sure if I got my phone, if you got the Meta Ray Bans, whatever you got, I would get a picture of you. You know, like this. Hey, listen, I just lit up the such and such school. We went crazy. Boom, right? And then have the audience make all this noise, right? Because you could use that, right? That's social proof as well. I would throw those on there. And then another thing, I mean, Will probably does this already, if he not already does what I just mentioned. I will put them on a holiday holiday card distribution. So every holiday, you hit them with the boom Thanksgiving joint, boom Christmas joint, boom Valentine's Day. They just get hit with the major holidays, so you'll always be top of mind. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if those are already in the bundle. If they are, I'm just reiterating some of the sauce. If not, I would potentially add some of those things in there for y'all that are watching this. And let's take you from the couch, man, to your first 10 bands. Will, where can they find you, bro?
Man, it's simple, man. Just go to IG, type in Will is Blessed. Everything that you're looking for is on there, man. You know, our YouTube channel, website, everything's on there, man. So
All right, so boom, I just dropped it right there in the chat. Will is Blessed on Instagram. Follow him on there. Send him a DM. Say, hey, listen, I saw the live you did with Brendan. It was rocking. I got a lot of value from it. My name is, you know what I'm saying? And make sure you grab this $97, like it's really $100,000 worth of game minimum for $97. So it don't even make sense. Yeah, so y'all just need to go ahead and just grab that. You about to spend $100 on Starbucks coffee this week alone. So you might as well just go ahead and just grab this instead, because this is going to be something that pays you. Is there anything else you would like to share with the people?
yeah, I'll give y'all one more play. One more play I'll give y'all, or what I call the ingredient from the cabinet, right? So one of the ingredients that I think everybody should start doing right now. What's today? Today's the 4th, right? No, today's the 5th, right? So today being the 5th, you got about a week, maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks probably pushing it to where you can start reaching out to every single school right now because they're looking for MLK Day speakers. And February, they're looking for Black History Month speakers. So, for an example, I would probably use a subject title headline that probably say, "What would Rosa Parks teach about mental health?" Right? It's going to be catchy. It's going to be captivating. And then from there, I'm going to send a basic email, pretty much hi, name, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I'm say, hey, quick question. I love the work that you and your campus are doing. I just was wondering, do you guys bring in speakers for MLK Day assemblies or Black History Month assemblies? Let me know. Look forward to hearing from you. Right? And you will be surprised how many hits you'll get because everybody right now is looking for that. And that's the thing that most speakers fail to understand, fam, is that they think that they're going to get a Black History Month gig in February. No, you got to start reaching out in November and December. Like if you, a speaker that understands the seasons becomes a profitable speaker and a dangerous speaker. Because if I know when to hit you and then what to hit you with, it's gonna be easy for me to land gigs, paid gigs at that, because they this is what they have their funds allocated for. So I wanted to throw that in there for them, fam.
Bro, that was crazy. Not only was that crazy, your boy's about to put that into motion this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a goal on the board. Let's see if we can get anywhere from 4 to 5 MLK Black History Month speaking opportunity just for running that play. And then once we solidify those, we'll bring you back on, and I'm gonna show them in real time how what you shared on this part one enabled me to grab some stuff as we lead into part two. So listen, I just threw it on the screen right there. Will is blessed on Instagram. Make sure that you guys follow him. This has been basically, a masterclass on how you can get paid to speak. I said 10K just to give y'all something realistic. But if you run these plays, rinse and repeat, I don't see why you can't get to 100K 2024. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have, if you got a good package, right? So before you go, as a beginning speaker, let's leave them with this. As a beginning speaker, what is a opening rate to offer for yourself, plus minus? And obviously, you want to look to lock in as much as you can, but what is something that would be super feasible for them?
So let's go. I don't want to just throw any number out there. So I would say elementary level, 500 to 1500. Middle school level, 2500 to, want to say 3500, okay. And high school level, 3500 to 10K. And then college level, 5K to 30,000.
All right, so bet. So why don't we just do 2,500 to be just to be
absolutely,
something that's not too crazy. So if we divide 2,500 by 100,000, so that's 40 gigs. That if you guys landed 40 gigs 2024, and if we divide 40 by 12, that would be 3 gigs a month. You know what I'm saying? So why don't we do this, right? Because y'all are starting your journey. We want to keep it realistic, right? So let's say 40 gigs divided by 24. That's 1.6 gigs a month. So if you get booked to speak anywhere from 1 to 2 times a month, right? Out of $2,500, you'll make 100,000 speaking in 24 months. And that's if you decide to not get better and not ask for more money. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ask for 5K after you done did 10K, then like 10 gigs, guess what? You get down a number even sooner. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, listen, this has been amazing. I'm happy we had the opportunity to do this. Again, you guys follow Willis Bless on Instagram. He just went over crazy game. And then what I'm going to do one more time, I'm going to drop the link to his 7-figure speaker fast track bundle right here in the chat. Make sure y'all grab that, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. $100,000 plus of game for only $97. I'm gonna get mine. Make sure you get yours. Hit that link below. We'll definitely have Will back, man. And this has been another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. He gave you a path to take imperfect action to get to the money, off the couch to your first 10K in speaking, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate